Hey guys, Script over here with another video, and I've had people sending me this, linking me to it on Twitter. Now I realize there's a bunch of people have reviewed this. So this is a pretty cool AI video, what it looks to be, made by this channel called Hyperspace Stories. The guy's done like a bunch of like he did this one about Han and Chewie, why did they return to the Battle of Yavin? So it's cool ideas, right? So anyway, let's check this out and go from there. Let's see what this looks like. Apparently it's like top-notch AI, so let's see what it looks like.
There will be a substantial reward for the one who finds the Millennium Falcon. You are free to use any methods necessary, but I want them alive. No disintegrations.
As you wish.
Lord Vader, my lord, we have them.
So much for that.
Don't worry. Solo's not that easy to catch. Trust me.
If you know him so well, why haven't you brought him in?
Losing your touch, Boba.
We'll see.
That looks good. I mean, it's not perfect, obviously. Like, you can see that it's not perfect. You can tell there's like almost like, it almost looks like a bit of an overlay with the face. And I'm not sure exactly how this guy made this, but I gotta say, like, boy, oh boy, the way his mouth moves and stuff, pretty good, man. I mean, geez.
Lord Vader, the ship no longer appears on our scopes. I take full responsibility for losing them. My sincere apologies. I assure you, we will expand.
Yeah, I mean, he did his best to make him look like... One thing I don't understand, though, why is he in black? And again, guys, I'm doing constructive criticism here. I'm not here to knock Hyperspace Stories. This is pretty amazing stuff. I'm not here to say it's dog poo or anything like that. I'm just doing constructive. That's it. It's really well done so far, but I am questioning, why is he in black? He was in the movies in the dark gray. That's it. I guess I just wonder, like, how would you miss that? Still pretty good. I mean, his face looks pretty good. It's not exactly like him, but it's like, it's pretty decent, I guess. I don't know. So I'm just trying to be constructive. The bounty hunters look awesome. So pretty good job, but again, the color there just kind of put me off.
Guess you were right. Solo's trickier than he looks.
You really think he jumped to light speed?
No.
Then what do you think happened?
If the hyperdrive worked, why attack? Why not jump the moment they cleared the asteroid field?
This is a restricted area.
I was just gonna say, like, why were they allowed to sit there and watch Vader do his business there? I was gonna say that. I was like, that's kind of weird that Vader just stands there and lets him do it. But then Vader still stands there, and this guy has to be the one to come over and tell them, right? Like, so, okay, whatever. I mean, it's just kind of funny, but whatever.
You and your kind need to clear the bridge. Now.
Come on, let's get out of here. Solo could be halfway across the galaxy by now.
I knew it. That trick won't work twice. Lord Vader, I am tracking the Falcon, and I know where it's going.
Okay, so his thing is that the reason Vader knows he's headed to Cloud City is because Boba Fett told him, which makes sense in the story. This is really, really nice looking. Like, this is pretty rad. I gotta say, like, wow. I mean, what can you say? It looks awesome. My only criticism might be that the platform's a little too small, or either that or the ships are maybe, these guys are a little too big, I think. They need to be smaller. Like, if you compare it to the size of it, like, you know what I mean? Otherwise, though, it looks amazing.
And we've optimized the tractor beam convergence by another 3%, which puts us well above projections for the quarter.
Okay, let me just stop here for 1 second. Like, Lando looks perfect. Like, it's like really, really well done. in the shading and the rustiness, and this is next level. This really is next level. Like, those Stormtrooper videos were funny, and like all those other ones are good too, but this guy's looks like he's taking it to the next level. I think there are some other channels. People have sent me a couple things. I haven't had time to look at them, so I might review some other ones too. But this is it looks good, man.
We're pulling cleaner Tabana from the lower zones, less contamination, and better spin-seal ratios.
Sala, I don't understand half of what you just said, but the results speak for themselves.
That's why you hired.
His voice sounds a little kind of compressed. It sounds a little bit like the voice, like the character voice sounds great. It's the volume level and kind of it's a little bit, but otherwise, like, their mouths are moving really, really well. Sometimes with these AI videos, I've noticed you get like this weird, it almost sounds like speech to text, where there's like these gaps that are a little bit too long between words kind of thing. But so far, this has been really good. Most of the AI videos I have seen, I've only seen like maybe like 10 or something. That's kind of how they are.
Me.
Best decision I ever made. I brought you and your brother here a year ago because you are the best in the business, and you've proven me right every single day.
We're just doing our jobs.
No, you're building something here.
And I want to make sure you have everything you need. Equipment, personnel.
We're good, Lando. Really.
That was kind of cool. It's kind of cool to see, like, Lando's, what he does. He's the operator of the city and all that stuff. And that was kind of cool to see that. So, like, I like this guy's idea, like, doing this sort of, like, you're seeing the stuff you know was happening, but you never actually got to see it. I don't know. I think it's a really cool part of the Empire Strikes Back off-camera stuff that he thought to make here, which is pretty neat. It's impressive.
Lobot.
Like, this is really cool looking. Like, this is pretty sick, guys. Like, what does this mean going forward? I mean, apparently, like, this is because you're using the likeness of these characters. Apparently, Disney owns this now with their new deal that they made. Now, they made it with Sora, I think, and some others, but they didn't make it with all of the AI things. But I think making a deal with those companies kind of basically assumes that if you're doing it with another AI tool, then they can either shut it right off, or you can't monetize it and stuff. I mean, I don't know for sure. Hyperspace would know better than me, but if that's the case, if Hyperspace is doing this knowing that he's not going to get any kind of compensation or anything like that, that to me makes it even actually better in a way, because he's like, he obviously cares even more than, maybe the average bear would, which is pretty cool. This looks awesome. I gotta say, like, where's Disney gonna go, man? I think this is why maybe Bob Iger made that deal, because then he owns the stuff, and he talked about they would publish some of it on Disney Plus and stuff like that. Like, this, boy, it's close to a level that if I was him, I'd be like, this would be something I would put on there. But I think that's why he did that, because it's like, so do you want to compete with the fans? Like, you know how they have like nothing Star Wars in 2027 other than Starfighter, and then after that it's just nothing. There's nothing planned. Part of me thinks that it's because they're at the point where they're like, okay, with AI and where it's going, and they have the inside track too as to how quick the technology is growing. Like, make no mistake, a corporation like Disney, they have been in contact with insiders and geeks and companies and AI people. They know where this is going in the next couple of years, and maybe they're thinking like, why would we compete with fans? Why don't we just let them do their thing, and then we have the rights to it, and we'll just take what we want. That's what it seems like it is to me. And I mean, looking at this, I mean, this is like beautiful. And I mean, in 2 years, I mean, it's only been a few years since AI came out. Remember that? What's that one with Obi-Wan and Vader? That 23? What was it? SX? What was it called again? Where the guy redid their fight. I don't know how much AI that guy used or what, but that was like a number of years ago, and that's phenomenal. Like, that is a phenomenal fan film. But and we're years later, like in a year, even 6 months, a year, 2 years. It's going to be nuts. It feels to me like Disney's kind of just sort of backing away now and saying, well, let's just see what happens here, because we might be able to capitalize on these fan films. And this is just like immaculate.
Bring up my 11:30 appointment.
Ideal sat back in the velvet dark, where the high rollers come to play.
Okay, like that looks really good. This shot here with the robot, you can kind of, that one's a little, the robot looks a little bit cartoony, like a little bit CGI-y, but the band looked phenomenal. And even this looks pretty stinking good too. It's not as if it's like, oh.
This is just one of our resort levels. We're a completely independent operation.
Bothan. This is pretty cool.
No corporate oversight, no bureaucratic red tape, just good business.
And far from imperial entanglements.
Discretion is our specialty.
Up here where the rules don't apply, up here in the clouds so high, just...
Okay, so I did notice a little bit of a problem there. Really, really phenomenal. Again, I think about where this is going to be in a year, but you see the guy playing the piano and there's no piano being played. And it's a human Earth piano, right? Like the keyboard in Jabba's barge, right, was this weird round thing, and what's his name there is just like slapping the keys, Max Rebo. So that would be a criticism I would have. I wonder how difficult it would be as well with AI prompts to try and get it to make something like a piano, but in like a space setting. There's a level of creativity there. I don't know how you would have to word it for it to work. So like I said, I'm being constructive. It's really incredible, but that's just an Earth piano, which takes you a little bit out of it. But otherwise, really, really well done with this band.
You and me and the city lights, place your bet, stay the night. Up here we're flying, up here we're free.
Follow me, gentlemen.
Come up here with me.
I also would say, so that looked really good and really great reactions from Lando. What I would also say about the writing here is he did a good job of, like, because we know what's coming, right? Like, we know Vader's going to arrive at Cloud City. He showed Lando doing some orderly business stuff and worrying about what they're doing and the mining stuff, whatever. And then he goes up and he's introducing his friends or visitors to this resort area. Everybody's having fun. Everybody's smiling, which is going to create that extra tension when Vader arrives, right? So from the writing standpoint, this is good too. It's not just simply the way it looks.
Imagine this view from your own luxury suites. There's nowhere else in the galaxy like Cloud City.
Sir, I'm sorry. Cloud City Approach Control has an urgent message.
Calrissian.
Baron Administrator.
We have an Imperial Lambda-class shuttle requesting immediate landing. They're demanding an audience with you.
Imperial?
Yes, sir.
Transmitting proper authorization codes. Should we grant clearance?
Sir?
Yes. Grant clearance. Platform 327. I'll meet them there. Excuse me, gentlemen. Something urgent's come up.
No empire can reach this high.
Come on.
Just the clouds and you and
I. That's just nuts to me, dude. And what's amazing about the AI stuff is it went from like very clearly CGI to, man, it's like we're at almost ultra realistic. Like it's like if you had to measure it, like if you had a regular ruler, it's like a centimeter away from being totally realistic and perfect. And in fact, the pathetic thing is this looks better than the CGI in the Mandalorian trailer. And then I was reading, guys were saying they saw the new one. I think if you go watch Anaconda or something like that, you can watch it. And they were saying the CGI looks like crap on the big screen. It's like, bro. And guys in their basement or whatever, I don't want to make fun of this guy. I'm not saying he's a guy in his basement, but you know what I mean? Like guys on their computers are like making stuff like this. Like this is like just like a hair away from being just perfect.
spin the wheel, let it ride higher.
I also want you guys to notice in that last little section, this little clip I just showed, notice how he has the sort of the camera sways too. That's really, really well done, really important in filming. Like he does that little, you can just kind of see it as they're looking up at the shuttle. He kind of gives you almost like how the shuttle would see them with those little movements. Really, really smart. Well done.
Nothing left to hide. I got nothing left to hide.
And that was cool. That was cool too. Even the way the music played into, the song ends right as Vader arrives. This is, this guy is good, man. Like, it's not just the AI. It's all those little details. Like I said, the camera sways. The music's good. Where the music's ending. The story so far, right, with the whole everything's happy and good, and then oh crap, like it's very well.
Lord Vader, I assure you our operation here is completely legitimate. If there are concerns about our mining output or tax compliance...
Okay, so I do have a criticism here. Everything looks really well done. My only criticism is that Lando's voice, it almost sounds like he's talking to somebody far away, and then they just kind of reduce the volume. Does that make sense? Like if you listen to it, like listen to it here. If it continues, like he kind of, it sounds good, but it sounds like he's talking to somebody who's. It's like if you were in a warehouse and you were talking to Johnny, 50 feet away, but then they lowered the volume, so he's not doing that. That's kind of what it sounds like.
I can provide full documentation.
I am not here about your mining operation.
Then, how can Cloud City be of service?
You see what I mean? Then how can Cloud City, like, it kind of sounds like he's like, it's like a yell, but then lower the volume. That would be one criticism I would have there.
Ship is coming here. The Millennium Falcon.
The Millennium Falcon? I don't know of it.
Do not.
Lando's a bad liar.
Not lie to me, Calrissian. The ship's captain is known to you.
Han Solo. Yes, we've had dealings in the past.
When he arrives, you will welcome him, then deliver him and his companions to me.
Why? What do you want with them?
Another ship will follow. An X-Wing starfighter. You will allow it to land. Do not alert the pilot.
Who's on this other ship?
The pilot's name is Skywalker. He is important to the Emperor.
And Solo? His companions? They're just bait?
Once Skywalker arrives, they will have served their purpose. They will remain here under your supervision.
So they won't be harmed?
Not if they cooperate.
I don't really have a choice, do I?
See, like, there's a little bit of a slowness to his speech sometimes. Like there's like na 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 na. Like there's a little bit of that gap. Like how I'm talking now, I'm talking like there's varying gaps between my words, and that's where you kind of get that feel of like the AI, where you can kind of tell. Like I said earlier, like when you're doing voice to text, there's that. And the text speaks, there's that little gap between each word. You do get a little bit of that. It's pretty well done, but you do feel that a little bit, especially with this little sequence. Earlier, it was very, very good. This is a little bit off, but it's still like, this is, again, give it 6 months. Because like when a normal person talks, like I'm talking now, there's varying gaps between words. Whereas, sometimes with this, you're noticing that there's kind of like the same half a second gap or whatever it is between everything he says. So there's a little bit of that still, but it's still really good.
What do you need me to do?
This corridor is restricted. Move along.
So again, constructive. Ships are moving a little too slow. Those ties need to be going a lot faster than that, in my opinion, just to make it a little more, oomph, not the, and that other ship there also is moving a little bit too slow. Again, these are nitpicky but constructive criticisms, I think. Still, again, it's quite phenomenal.
This is weird.
What's up?
We've lost communications off-planet. What could that mean?
Nothing good.
And just like the way he did the inner workings there of like they're walking through the service areas and stuff like that, just the rustiness and the wear, just a really detailed, well put together atmosphere, environment. Really, really well done. Like this is pretty incredible. I don't want to keep saying that, but anyways.
Signal jammers. That's why the power's failing. They must have these all over the city, so no one can warn the Falcon.
Okay, there's another really good story point that this guy put in there. Signal jammers, nobody can warn the Falcon. Cool. So Vader's, the Empire's, they're not stupid, they're competent, right? Which is what they're supposed to be, not like in Disney Star Wars where everybody's stupid. So plot can continue. That's a really nice little touch. The signal jammer thing was a really nice little touch.
We just need to get this over with. Then everything will be back to normal.
See what I mean? We just need to get this over with. Then everything will be back to normal. So it still gives you that little bit of a vibe where it's like one of those, they're making these robots and stuff. And you see these videos of like these robots with like the fake skin and everything on them. You see them online. That's kind of, it's moving away from that, but you get a little bit of that in the back of your mind sometimes when he's talking, but still, whatever.
I need you to keep eyes on Vader's every move.
Lando! What the hell is going on? 3 power failures in the last 2 hours. Something's rerouting our power.
Sala, keep your voice down.
Lando, people could die. My workers are terrified.
Then pull them off the platform.
See, like he tells her to be quiet, and then he says, then pull them off the platform. And it's like he's yelling, but somebody just reduced the volume. So there's a little bit of that still going on, but yeah.
This is just a technical issue. It's being fixed.
If it were a technical issue, I'd know. Why won't you just tell me what's really happening?
It's just a small malfunction. I'm handling it.
You're lying to me. A merchant told me stormtroopers had been spotted on the lower levels, but I didn't believe him.
You have to keep this quiet. They'll be leaving soon.
If the Empire's here, they're not leaving. The people need to know.
No, Sala, please. I just need a little time.
You promised me this wouldn't happen, Lando. You promised me Cloud City was different.
Okay, like that was a little corny, I'm not gonna lie. Like, she's freaking out at him, like, what's he supposed to do? Like, she knows the Imperials are here. She knows there's stormtroopers here. She knows there's power outages. And then she's mad at Lando. That's a little corny, but whatever. Like, I don't know what she expected him to do. What's he supposed to do?
And it will be. Vader is at the east platform?
You see what I'm saying? A little bit with the voice stuff. Vader is at the east platform? Like, in normalness, you'd be like, Vader's at the east platform. Right? You wouldn't phrase it in the form of a question in terms of the tone, right? But otherwise, whatever.
All right, let's go.
Lord Vader, the Falcon will arrive within the hour.
Your ship must not be seen.
I'll move it to the lower hangar for now.
A bounty hunter? What's he doing here? He wouldn't be here unless he had a mark. Someone on that ship. Let's get out of here.
Lord Vader, the signal jammers are operational. They're drawing significant power from the city's grid, but it will hold.
Good. Conceal all troops and ships, and when the Millennium Falcon arrives, disable their hyperdrive.
It will be done, my lord.
Yeah, again, you knew they did that, but you didn't, you just assumed, but it's cool to see that. It's cool to see that little exchange, right? Very cool. Like, this is, wow. Look at how good this looks. Like, look at the details on the door. I mean, I'm trying to find a fatal flaw. I mean, you could argue some of the people in the background are a little bit, not detailed, but geez, man, like, whew. The other thing I would say that it was a bit of a mistake too is he says conceal the stormtroopers, but people have already seen them. They were walking through the corridors of the city. We saw that earlier. We're seeing that now. So that was a little bit of I think a mistake a little bit, because it's like, well, you didn't conceal them. It's a little too late for that now. We a whole bunch of civilians have seen them walking around. So that was a mistake.
Unidentified freighter, this is Cloud City Control. Do you have a landing permit?
No, I don't have a landing permit. I'm trying to reach...
Send a warning shot.
Calrissian. Whoa, wait a minute. Let me explain.
You will not deviate from your present course.
That was kind of cool, right? It's just showing what we saw in Empire from the flight control deck or whatever, right? That was cool. Like, hits the button, so he's speaking to the guys in the cloud cars. Pretty neat, man. Like, wow.
What are you doing?
Baron Administrator, the ship doesn't have a landing permit.
Let them land. Did you not get the message?
Permission granted to land on planet.
Did you not get the message? Like, again, guys, I'm criticizing it, but I want you to know I'm not sitting here bashing this. It just sounded funny. And again, I think a year from now this guy makes this and it's like flawless. But those, like, I'm nitpicking because that's what it is. Like, there's really no other way to nitpick it because it is really well done.
Platform 327.
Thank you.
I apologize, sir. I was only following protocol.
Just don't fire on any more ships. We just need to follow the plan. Han, what have you got yourself into this time? What have I got myself into this time?
Yes, the tender Lobot moment. He's not just a androidian feeling character after all. He's a caring friend. That was cool.
Hey! Why you slimy, double-crossing no...
Now, I want you to look at this and then look at earlier when all these guys were standing on the landing platform. It's almost like it appears that he's using some of the actual footage from the film here. And I gotta say, the stuff in the earlier one actually looks better graphically, which is ridiculous.
Good swindler.
But aren't you afraid the Empire's gonna find out about this little operation, shut you down?
I've just made a deal that will keep the Empire out of here forever.
We would be honored if you would join us.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, too.
Okay, so we're going to get this meeting that you don't see on screen in the movie. Really, I mean, good idea, right? Like, if you're going to do an AI thing, this is a cool idea, because this is something we all kind of wondered how it went down, and let's see what he does here. This will be very interesting. And I was going to say, too, like, even like the camera work, like I said earlier, with the little movements and stuff like that, that shot there, and then the wide out, it just... he's paying attention to details that I've noticed in a lot of the other AI stuff they don't really do. It's a lot of sort of standing shots. It's a lot of bust shots, talking. This guy's taking it to another level, in my opinion, from a lot of the ones I've seen. I'm sure there's probably other guys doing it at this level. I don't know, though, so I'm just going to say this guy. Just doing the more full body shots, moving the camera around in certain ways. Like, you look at that. Like, let's say, like, you just... This was like say somebody leaked an image of The Empire Strikes Back, right? Nobody had seen anything about it. Nobody had even watched the movie. This looks about as realistic as you're going to get. I'm trying to find a flaw. If you guys can find a flaw for me, like, look at it. It's just... The reflections on Vader's helmet. All the mains look amazing. Like, jeez, man. And I guess he's putting out a video a month, so it takes him like a month to make these. A month to make this? I'm pretty impressed, actually. That's pretty amazing.
Please sit. I insist.
And that also speaks to, like I was saying earlier, why I think Iger made this decision. Because it's like, if this is how quick you can make stuff that's very high quality. Like, this is... If I'm Bob Iger, I would say, like, dude, if you could get this just one step higher, like I was saying earlier, that 1 centimeter on the ruler better, with some of the vocals, some of the mouth movements, and a few little things like that, this would be... If I was Disney, I'd put this on Disney Plus and say, hey, people watch this. Like, of course I would. You know, it just needs to be just that tiny, tiny bit better. But man, really quality.
Your base on...
I don't like the please sit. I don't like that. That's not very Vader-ish. I'm not going to lie. That was a little bit... That didn't feel Vader. Please sit. I think it would be more like, sit down. His whole persona, especially like throughout Empire, is all about intimidation. His character in Empire to me is not overly deep, other than he's just using that intimidation. And of course you see that in the original as well. So that one was a little bit, the please sit was ill-advised, but whatever. They all sit as far away from him as they can. That's exactly what would happen.
Hoth destroyed. Many rebels dead. Your friend, the rebel pilot, perhaps.
Is there a point to this?
No, he is alive, isn't he? For now. Do you think you escaped? We let you go. Tracked you here. Just as we tracked the rebels.
Just as Leia predicted. This is like... Man, I love that he chose to do this scene. Oh, man. Guys, like... This is where it's going. And Disney has said this is where they want it to go. They're letting the fans do it. Wow.
We know where they are.
You're bluffing.
Am I? Imagine it. The rebellion crushed. Your friends dead. The pilot who destroyed the Death Star, dead. You are thinking of him now. I can sense your fear.
We're not afraid of you.
No? Then perhaps we need a different approach. Take Solo.
What?
Chewie, quiet.
Chewie! Chewie! Stand down! This isn't helping! Chewie!
Sit down.
Let him down! He'll stop!
As you wish.
So that one, I also don't like. Vader will strangle one of his officers for any kind of mistake. So here this Wookiee, who the Empire views as slave labor. They don't view them as anything other than just poop. And he's tossing around a stormtrooper, and then Vader goes to strangle him, and then he actually closes his fist. That was ill-advised, because if that had ever happened in the movies, Chewie's dead. Why would he keep? What does he need him for? So that one I also didn't like. It looked really good, but story-wise, I'm critical of that.
Are you all right, pal?
Now take Solo.
Where are you taking him?
How's that deal working out for you now?
take the princess and the Wookiee to the holding cells. Captain Solo will give us what we need.
There's a lot of troops here for something that's supposed to be over soon.
Yeah, he's talking a little too loud there again. You're supposed to be being secretive with Lobot, and he's kind of yelling a little bit again. Like, again, it's like the yelling with the volume turned down a bit.
If this goes any further sideways... Code 47, when I give the word.
Overall, guys, really good. It was really neat to see these scenes that you don't see. Notice he has the chairs knocked over and stuff still. You know, there's a few little issues, as I said, but overall, very impressive. Really cool to see some of that stuff, some of the Lando background stuff at the beginning. And like I said earlier, like some of the writing stuff was really good. The way he had it flow and stuff like that. There were just some details that I would have maybe removed or changed. But overall, really, really well done. And I don't want to go into these and just kind of like googly-eyed and just how amazing it all is. And like, I want to be constructive about the criticism. I don't just want to be like, oh, it's just so amazing. Oh my gosh. It is, though. It is really, really amazing. But again, I think there's just that one more rung to go up. But if that's all there is after just this short period of time, and I really like that this guy chose this, and I'm going to check out some of his other stuff because it sounds like he's doing some really cool little scenes that would have been neat to see. Very cool video. Yeah, there's not really much else to say. It's just really well done. Obviously took a lot of time, a lot of care, a lot of energy. A lot of the things in it, like the signal jammer thing was really neat. The power thing, like all those little details, he took time and he did a really good job. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think, guys. If you like this content, please like, subscribe. It always helps the channel. Feel free to check out anything else on this channel. Have yourselves a really good day.